Hey everyone, welcome to CryptoEase with Mike. And at CryptoEase, I simplify crypto and DeFi for everyone, including your mom. You can go as fast as you want or as deep as you want. And also, you can unlock hands off crypto growth. And today we're going to cover set and forget DeFi, how to earn yield safely with Curve Finance. Now, this is an ideal video for a novice. You just got started in DeFi, you just got your DeFi wallet, and you have an existing Coinbase account. Now, if you're with another exchange like Kraken, Gemini, Binance, or whatever, they all offer you the ability to transfer funds out to an external wallet. Today's video is going to show you how to do this with Coinbase, and we're going to be using Coinbase, Curve, and Beefy. And it sounds like a lot, but if you follow all of these steps and just keep going back and watching the video again, I'm going to show you step by step how to take your money from Coinbase, get some stable coins, transfer those out to your external wallet, and then how to use Curve to park that and earn yield. And that's what we all want. We want our money to go to work. Okay, so that while we're working our 9 to 5 jobs or playing with the kids or visiting the grandparents or traveling the world, our money is working for us. So put your assets to work. Also, don't forget, you can ask questions in the comments. Yes, I have a group. It's called CryptoEase with Mike. And the first 89 members are going to get in free for life. So the link is in bio for that. And I think we're at 13 or 14 today. We just opened. So go ahead and grab a spot if you like. There's no obligation. Once you're in, you're in. If you don't want to join a group, I totally understand. Go ahead and put your questions in the comments on my video. It helps my engagement with YouTube, but I'll also respond in my next video. The other thing is, if you want a copy of this guide, this presentation, then you can get that inside my why you should listen to me. First of all, my name is Mike Perry. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm fully doxed. I've been in crypto for 5 years. I got started in May 2020, just after getting off of a cruise when COVID started. And I started with $100 in Bitcoin. And less than a year later, I had created over $500,000. But I have taught hundreds of people how to get started in crypto and DeFi. My group is full of my family and friends. My mother-in-law is in there. My own mom has passed on. Unfortunately, I could never help her get into crypto, but that was the inspiration behind my group. So that's my story. So just recapping again, we're going to look for stable coins on Coinbase. Going to show you how to transfer those over to your wallet, and then we're going to place those in Curve and start earning some yield. And we're also going to tie in another couple of tools called Beefy, and all of those links will be available in the description below. So here we go. And this is the new format. Simple strategy, set and forget DeFi. You can read this, pause the screen. I'm going to move on. I've made my promises, and now we're going to fulfill those promises. So let's first understand Curve Finance. Now, why Curve Finance? Oh, that's a funky little AI image. Yeah, you guys spelled Curve wrong. What is it with AI and images? I don't know. But first of all, Curve is battle tested, it's a proven team, and it's trusted. Now, that's really important when it comes to DeFi. Okay, you really want to pick your people, you want to pick your projects. And when you're a novice just starting out, I'm not going to recommend anything risky. Okay, crypto overall is risky, sure. But when it comes to investing in DeFi, Curve is a blue chip project. And now, unlike other projects, like let's say Aave, is Curve actually returns its fees to the people that hold the governance token. And so you can participate in Curve governance, but that's entirely separate from this video. In this video, we're just going to focus on getting you some stable coins across and enjoying that. Now, you could have paused the screen and read all of this. I don't need to get in all that detail. Let's move on. So the first thing you need to do before you can even get started is you need your Coinbase account, and you need to have a wallet. Okay, obviously you need funds. I mean, the funds are not going to come out of thin air unless you got some cool airdrop or something. But first off, I recommend Rabi Wallet. I know a lot of people use MetaMask. If you want to use MetaMask, that's fine. I'm not going to debate that in this video. I do have a video on how to set up Rabi Wallet. Check it out in my channel. Next is you need to fund your wallet. So we need to, on Coinbase, have some money. We need to buy some stable coins and then transfer those stable coins across to our wallet. Now, The other thing that is not mentioned here is something called gas, and gas is used to pay your transactions. Now, Ethereum, or mainnet, as some people call it, requires you to have some gas in your wallet, and this is in the form of a very specific token called ETH. ETH is the Ethereum token. And so, what you need to do is transfer a little bit of gas money over to your new Revi wallet once you've got it set up. Now, I cover that in my Revi wallet video. Check that out, because without that gas money, you will not be able to pay for transactions. Every chain has a gas token that they use for paying for transactions, generally speaking. And in the case of Ethereum, that token is ETH. Now, the beauty is that ETH has done tons of upgrades since the last bull run. Transactions are way, way, way cheaper than ever before, really, truly. I remember back spending $300-$400 on a transaction just to make sure that it went through. You don't have to worry about those things anymore. It's a lot easier to use, but still, DeFi is a little complex. So follow the steps in here and come back to this guide once you've set up your wallet. Okay. I'll also link that video in the description below for the Revi wallet setup. Last is safety. And you always want to double check your wallet addresses. You always want to test with small amounts. I just posted this again in my group today. It's a vital reminder. And one of the first lessons that I learned in DeFi saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars in mistakes is whenever you do some new piece, some new transaction, some new project, whatever new thing you're interacting with, always do a test transaction, $10, $100, something small before you transfer a large amount. And today we're just going to be using small amounts with the CryptoEase test wallet. So also make sure you're using official links for platforms. That's very important. Scammers like to impersonate URLs or links. And so check that. An easy way to check for official links is go onto a platform like CoinGecko. CoinGecko tracks all tokens. There's other ones like that, but CoinGecko is my favorite. And you can go and look up ETH, and under ETH, it will show the official website. And that's an easy way to make sure that you're always on the website, the correct website. And all right, let's move on. So now we want to move funds from Coinbase to my wallet. So we're going to do the initial withdrawal. Going to put in the wallet address, in other words, the destination. We're going to send a test amount, and then we're going to confirm the receipt. So let's get started there. And I have another window here I'm going to pull up. And here's my Coinbase. Hey, voila. Now I've got some cash here, $43. And what I want to do is I want to buy transactions, buy, convert. Okay. And what I want to do, oh, wait. Are you saying I have a zero? No, I have my US dollars there. Love it. Coinbase is so complicated. All right, cool. So I'm going to convert my cash balance of $43 over to USDC. So let's say 43, max, place order. You'll see I'm using Brave browser. That's my favorite browser for crypto, by the way. This should be pretty quick. The order should get submitted. And usually I would do this in a bunch of different steps a little bit because it's just me by myself. I'm not doing it for a demonstration example. So let's come back to my assets. Hopefully that transaction is completed soon-ish, maybe. Anybody home? Hey guys, I'm making a video here. Oh, there we go. All right, so I've got my USDC, and please, hopefully you didn't lock it up. All right, cool. Thank goodness it's not earning. I hate that they automatically do stuff like that. So now what we want to do is we want to send this, okay? So that is the function that we need. And I got my wallet ending 8084, and we're going to check my Revi. Hopefully you can see my Revi there. I've got the test wallet open right now. CryptoEase test wallet ends in 8084. We always want to check our wallets. Check the first 5 characters and the last 5 characters. Make sure you're using the right wallet. That's a test you always want to check. So in this case, I already have, let's check over here. You're going to see here, I do have some ETH. Remember we talked about gas. You need gas in your wallet, okay? And I have some gas money there. I already have some USDC there, but I'm showing you how to transfer. Excuse me. And select the network. It's going to be Ethereum. There's going to be a 50-cent fee because that's just life. And go ahead and say, yep, do it. Okay, why do I need a summary? Max, just say max. Okay, cool. Send now. And so that's how you're going to send money from Coinbase over to your Ruby wallet. Oh, crypto runs on coffee, so excuse me. And that got sent. Suddenly we went from $43 down to $42.44. Transaction fees are a wonderful thing. And while we do want to minimize them, it's one of the core tenets of DeFi is that you can earn transaction fees on projects. So that is in flight, and we can now go to our wallet, go check if it arrived yet. And yes, it looks like it's arrived. So now the next piece is to go from Coinbase over to Curve. Okay. Now I've already connected my wallet up here. You'll see up top, I've got it connected, and I'm in the swap feature on Curve. Okay. And we want to go ahead and find the pool that we want to earn on. But today I'm going to teach you about that set and forget piece, which is Beefy Finance. I love Beefy Finance. Now, their official URL is beefy.finance. And once you're inside the app, it would be app.beefy.finance. Okay. Just to recap on Curve, they recently changed the URL after a hack. And their URL, their official URL is curve.finance. Okay. The old one was curve.fi. Don't use curve.fi. So what I'm going to check here in Beefy, and if the UI looks a little complex, it's okay. Take your time, ask the questions, and I'll help you out. Is I am looking for a pool on Curve only, okay, to deposit funds in. And that's what I'm going to start with today is just depositing in Curve and doing Beefy. I know, I was thinking of doing Convex as well, but I want to keep it as simple as possible. So we're not going for maximum gains. We're only looking at maybe 10% here. Okay, so this is the one I'm looking at is USD0 or USDO paired with USDC. And that's what a liquidity pair is. It's taking two types of assets and pairing them together so that people who hold USDC can deposit and swap to USDO, and people who want USDC can deposit USDO and swap to USDC. That's what a liquidity pair is. And by participating in that liquidity pair, you earn fees and potentially incentives. Now, in this case, we're going to use Beefy. Why are we going to use Beefy on top of Curve? Doesn't Curve already give us those rewards? Yeah, it does. But Beefy is the set and forget part. And I taught this to my son-in-law. He absolutely loves it. He loves stable coins and he's making tons of money with his stable coins because they're set and forget. He's off running his landscaping business. He doesn't have time for crypto like some of us. So in this case, we're going to use the example of USDO, USDC pool. The first step though, before we can use Beefy is you'll see the little label there. It says Curve. Okay. We need to go to Curve. And let's just double check back on our presentation. We're at the right spot. Test amount curve receipt. Okay, let's move on here. And we've connected to Curve Finance. You saw how my wallet was connected. This screen will coach you through that. Okay. And then the next screen, is going to be depositing into a Curve pool. So first, we're going to be selecting our pool. That's going to be USDO paired with USDC. We're going to approve the contract. And then we're going to make the deposit. The approval is a safety step. It prevents you from making mistakes. Okay. So yes, you pay a very small amount for an approval, but it makes sure that your wallet is connected, everything is in place, and you're ready to actually make your deposit. So remember though, there's two steps when you make a deposit. If you only want to use Curve and you don't want to use Beefy, you need to deposit and stake. Okay. You're depositing into the LP, but then staking is what triggers earning those rewards. And oh my gosh, many a time late at night, hundreds of thousands of dollars flying around in crypto, and I deposit into the LP, but I forget to stake. So always double check that you're staked. It's a 1-2, kind of a 1-2-3. First time approval, you do the approval, then you deposit, and then you stake. Now for staking, you could do it just in Curve. You don't need Beefy, but Beefy is the set and forget part of this video. So approve on Curve, deposit on Curve, and then we're going to go over to Beefy and stake on Beefy. And why Beefy? Because it's an auto compounder. It will automatically harvest the rewards and compound those back into your deposit. So instead of needing you to come back on a weekly basis or whatever to claim those rewards, which costs transaction fees and so on, you're just going to let it do it all for you, just like a bank. And Beefy is going to take the rewards, it's going to claim them and buy more of your deposit. So your deposit's going to grow automatically. You don't have to do a thing. It's set and forget. It's so beautiful. Yeah, you do want to keep an eye on it. We always keep an eye on things in crypto. But this is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay, so let's do the deposit on Curve and then we'll flip back here. Let's go back to our Brave browser. Best browser for crypto, Brave browser. Now we're going to go and search once everyone is happy. Okay, thank you. USDC. Oh my God, 495. That's a lot. Okay, let's wait, is that you there? There's CUSDO. Let's do, I think it's going to be less USDOs. So let's try that. USDO. This looks better. And that, I believe, is the pool we want. Wow, TVL is low. I don't like that. That's way too low. I thought we were going to be up here. Now, sometimes the naming is not the same, but we can always check the contract address. So 05AA, let's go back over here. And let me show you something now. I think it might be the one. 05AA. Let's scroll down in Beefy. I know it's quite a lot of information being thrown at you right now. And we're going to say that's the contract there. Contracts, here we go. Strategy vault. Okay, let's go check the vault. That's not the one we want. Okay. Needless complication. So we had USDO. We're on mainnet. Double check. It's CryptoEase wallet. Good, good. And we have that guy there. Now he's earning points. Open Eden. Nice. The TVL is 44. There's a mismatch here for me. I don't like what I'm seeing. Over here on Beefy, Ethereum, Curve. Let's use, so one of the cool things, this is a really wonderful lesson for you guys, by the way. This just shows you no matter how good you are, you still got things to learn and check. But a cool thing I know about Beefy, they link the LP. So I can press this. It's going to take me straight into the correct pool. Okay. So my wallet is connected. I'm on mainnet and check that out. I've got the correct pool. Now, why are you saying I got, that doesn't make sense. USDC, CryptoEase wallet. Let's go back here. And we're on mainnet. And there's my USDC there. So I know I have USDC. But let's go. Okay. It just needed a refresh. More lessons. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do 50 bucks. Okay. So I'm just doing 50 bucks. And the Curve interface real quick because I can't have this video be longer than 25 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to not save. So I'm going to deposit 50 bucks. I'm going to go ahead and approve my spending. Remember, we said we approve the transaction. So I go ahead and sign. Cost me 50 cents for that one. ETH is a little busy today, I guess. And then I'm going to deposit all these other things we're going to discuss in later videos. All this other stuff is all extra detail, or join the group. Deposit. Now remember, I'm not depositing and staking on Curve. $1.67 there. You'll find ETH transactions tend to be a little bit higher, but they're way better than they used to be. So I've deposited, and now I'm going to shoot back over as soon as that completes. Shoot back over to Beefy. Let's go check our presentation and make sure we are aligned so you get all the slides. Okay, now we're doing the automation piece of depositing into Beefy. Now I know I mentioned convex here, but I took the convex part out. It's an extra step. We're just going to use Beefy Finance to do the auto compounding for us. Okay, so bear that in mind for the rest of this video. We're focused on Beefy. Let's flip back to our Brave browser. Browse Braver. Yeah, that'll be one for the bloopers. Okay, so we've made our deposit. Notice how this is updated for us now. Isn't that the beauty of blockchain? So we're going to go ahead and select our token. And now we're going to make this deposit on Beefy for USDO, USDC. Check my wallet, check the chain I'm on. Going to go here and slide this all the way over to 100%. Then I'm going to say deposit all. And remember, approval. Yes, Beefy, I approve you. We love Beefy. Beefy's awesome. It's one of my favorite tools for newbies. Number 2, transaction. Ooh, expensive. Remember though, even though it's pricey, $4.25 for that deposit, this is just a test. And you are not going to be pulling, and this is not the kind of thing where you want to just deposit, withdraw, deposit, withdraw, deposit, withdraw. You're depositing for growth. You're depositing for set and forget, which is the essence of this video. Completion. Everything is green. Everything is wonderful. And you can see that if we go back to my deposit, I have $48 deposited, and that is now in there. And you can see how it broke down the tokens into different values. Also with Beefy, you can buy insurance in certain cases with Nexus Mutual or Open Cover, and that protects your deposits. Beefy also gives you a wonderful summary on your safety scores. I really recommend looking into the safety scores. Not going to cover that here, but wonderful explanations. And the team is super supportive on Discord. I highly recommend Beefy, highly recommend Curve. These are battle-tested, proven projects, okay? And remember, we transferred from Coinbase. So hopefully we're flowing together and we're all tracking with each other. But let's go back and quickly summarize because there is a critical safety measure step. So there are essential DeFi safety measures that you want to observe between your transaction side, your platform side, and your investment side. Now, on your platform, you want to be using password managers like Keeper. You want to make sure you have antivirus. You want to make sure that you're using a Brave browser. And if you're using on mobile, please, please, please protect yourself. Too many people get SIM swapped on mobile. I've even had, young, technically capable folks have all of their crypto funds drained on mobile. I'm not a fan of doing any trading on mobile. I do use tools like DeBank to track my wallets, but that's read only. Nobody can get at my stuff on mobile. And I'm in cybersecurity myself, so I use a computer for all of my trading. And then transaction security, making sure that you practice testing, making sure that you're happy with the addresses, checking wallets, that kind of thing. And investment, that's making sure that you feel you're investing in the right projects for you. So let's go down here. So some of the non-negotiables around safety checks are: always check your wallet addresses. The easy way to do this, check the first 5 characters, last 5 characters. If you want to learn more about safety, join the group. Happy to teach you or ask a question on the video. Next is only use official links and only start with test transactions. Common mistakes, chasing new meme coins or unaudited protocols. Shiny thing syndrome, I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I still came out $500,000 on top. Please don't chase shiny things, and definitely join my group if you don't want to be like me. Over leveraging, you don't want to over leverage. We'll talk more about leverage in other videos. And then manually claiming rewards unnecessarily. The reason is when you manually claim rewards, it's costing you transaction fees. And you want to be careful of transaction fees. Often for newbies and retail investors like us, doing transactions on weekends is a good idea. But with Beefy, you don't have to worry about it. It's set and forget. That's so beautiful for newbies. Okay, let's wrap it up. So if you want to track your progress, like DeBank, I love DeBank. Zappify is another one, but I never really got into it, to be honest. And then if you want to expand your strategy or go deeper, go ahead and join the group. We explore things beyond stablecoins, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I feel like newbies should focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum stablecoins. Novices should learn platforms like Curve, learn platforms like Beefy. And then all of my pros, we're doing everything under the sun in DeFi. There's 13 different ways you can make your money, make you money. And this is in a bull run. It's easy to make money in a bull run. What you want to do after all of this, after you've gotten used to things and you've adapted to crypto and DeFi, is you want to prepare for the bear run. Make sure you're making money in a bear, and I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Once again, link in bio for the community. First 89 get in free. I think we're up to 14 or 15 today. Join there, and there's some benefits you get to joining. I'm not going to tell you. They're pretty cool. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it instructional. Please like and subscribe, share this video with anyone who wants to get rich in crypto. And of course, this entire video is only for educational and fun purposes. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial consultant or advisor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an accountant. I'm a regular cybersecurity engineer that's been in crypto 5 years, and I really did well. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks again for your time, and I hope to see you soon.